Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Tea. Well, not the Daily Tea, just talk about things that have been going on at my school. This is important on my channel because I know no one at my school is subscribed to my channel, so tell me if you like my hair though. Like, I think it's cute. My hair just looks together for once. But, like I said, today on the Daily Tea. So, we're going to talk about what's been going on since we came back from like a mini break or something, whatever it was called. But, fights. Just fight. Like, 7 fights. What is wrong with you guys? I know some of you got some anger issues, but chill the fuck out. Like, we already on code yellow. If y'all in my school don't know, if you don't go to my school, code yellow basically is where they lock, kind of like a lockdown, but it's like a really soft lockdown. You can go lunch, you can do this. They don't have our concession stands anymore. They don't have those anymore. We can't go to the bathroom during classes or leave. But we cannot leave our classes like I said before. We had to sit the entire class. If we have to go to the bathroom, we have to go before we get there or between classes. So, it makes me angry. I'm just like, seriously? I have to go to the bathroom. And sometimes I don't have time to go to the bathroom before class. Sometimes I have like 2 minutes. By the time I get to class, it's 2 minutes. I don't have time to turn around and go to the bathroom. I don't have time for that. So, we're on a soft lockdown because of all the fights. But I don't know when we ain't going to be on lockdown. Like, there's teachers everywhere. Like, teachers up here and teachers over there and teacher everywhere. Like, I don't feel comfortable with all these teachers. There's teachers standing everywhere. You can't even stand in the middle of the hallway anymore. Like, seriously? The fuck? But, you know, these anger issues, these kids, we might get off lockdown if the fights stop. Fights happen in middle classrooms and halls everywhere. Bathrooms, people are getting jumped. Like, baby. Hey guys, here I am. This is part 2 of the news, the little news that I call it the news. Basically, I talk about things I want to talk to you about. So right now, we're going to be talking about, we already talked about my school and where everybody want to be. I kind of forgot. But we're going to talk about, like, all the stuff people been talking about on these T pages. I thought about being T page, but I can't keep up with T. And I'm also going to read you some stories from Reddit. So if you see me, just keep looking at my computer. Reddit, so type in Google. Yeah. Let me move the camera over so I can see. So if y'all are kind of angled because I need to see my computer. But like I said, my school trash. My complaint, I'm trying to get my education. It ain't as bad as most schools. It's actually a pretty bougie kind of school. So, oh yeah, the whole Daniel Kahn and Ethan Fair thing. How do I feel? Ethan actually, I know everyone's saying this. Ethan actually seemed like a good boyfriend to Danny, and I feel like they should stay together. But everyone's talking about Charlie and whatever her last name is, music, TikTok, dancer. You know, that girl, you know who I'm talking about. Who was on the stage dancing with whoever. I'm sorry, I don't remember half of this stuff. I don't remember this tea. So, I'm sorry if I don't remember. But basically, you know, everybody's just mad, big mad, because honestly, I think they're trying to find any reason to like get rid of her. And honestly, almost everybody at my school vapes but me. I think vaping's lame. And don't come at me, but that's my personal opinion. Lonely. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember my username. I'm gonna start leaking my Reddit and my Reddit and my what's my other, and my Wattpad and my Pinterest, because my Pinterest actually looks nice. I redid my Pinterest. My computer's loading so freaking slow. So, Lonely Lane. And I'm going to my profile. I'm gonna read you some of these people's stories. Cause now I now have a computer I can use, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my computer. Okay. Trying to see some of my saved ones. I'm looking. So my computer's over here. You're over here. I moved you over so I can see my computer. Oh my God, this one, the Redhead Boy. It is by Ghost Talk. ta_IDT. I'll have, actually I will not have it across screen. I'll have linked in the bio so you can read it yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. I'm going to move you over here so I can read it. So I can see better. So I'm just going to be looking at my computer reading, so just listen. Like the convents, you're going to learn I can't read that well. I can read well, but reading to people is hard. Like the convent, the house that I grew up in was also a site of several spooky sightings. In my youth, as I was always told, my father purchased the house from his uncle's estate after the uncle died. This worked out really well for my father financially because I think that means he got a pretty good deal in the house. Unfortunately, for what I was told by my parents, both the uncles and his wife Aunt Kate actually has died in the house. Period. Bye, boo. Like, oh, I hit myself. I'm like, bye. I'm out. After hearing that, I'm out. Ghosties. And Aunt Kate really liked children. Really did not like children. So when we were children and would see something strange, my mother would just explain this. Probably just Aunt Kate. She never liked children. And my brother and I would see strange something quite often in our youth. One place where I would frequently see things was the attic of the house. The attic was unfinished when my parents moved into the house in early 1980s. And my father had built it out into a finished space that was divided into 2 rooms separated by the stairs from the main floor. To the right of the stairs was our functioning family room where the TV, couch, and fireplace were. To the left was a room with my father's drafting table, a computer desk, and a very large loop. Yeah, I got YouTube notification. Loop. That belonged to my mother. Loom. Like an heirloom. So, yeah. My brother and I would play upstairs to the attic frequently because we had very little small shared bedroom. We had a very small shared bedroom. I read that wrong. Also because there was a TV up there, and the TV had our Nintendo internet system hooked up to it, but it wasn't all NES and TV, which is Nintendo, Element, Electric Switch. We also would build huge things out of Legos, wooden blocks, and play with our Ghostbusters and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle activators to pass the time. And sometimes I sure all siblings could attest to, we would play separately. So I have to read this in my head and to myself, and not read it out loud if I think I'm not gonna get the word right. So one of us would stay on one side and the other would go to the other side. I'm not sure when exactly it began, but for several years things on the left side behind the giant loop. Once, for example, I swear that I saw was a very much looked like E.T. when he was sickly and white. I guarantee this easily be explained as overactive imagination of child who's recently seen E.T. and found the part where he was being probed and tested and looked sickly and white really upset. Sorry guys. But it was less easy to explain with a boy who I saw hiding back there several times. He never spoke to me and seemed very shy. He had shaggy red hair and wore blue overalls and with horizontal strides underneath, and always the same outfit, and always peeked out from behind the loop in the shadows. I never told anyone about the redhead boy, and he never really bothered me. I would just see him sometimes and generally go about my business, and at a certain age I stopped seeing him back there. Although I didn't remember exactly when I do remember was a conversation I had with my brother several years later when we were both near the end of our undergraduate tendencies in college. We were at my mother's cousin's house for a extended family event. After dinner, we were talking to my mother and other cousins, Eric, about the paranormal. He described an event where he lost several hours of spare of seconds with other friends and talked about aliens. My brother began to tell him about weird things that has experienced. A few minutes into the conversation, my ear pricked up and my brother was telling Eric about a redhead boy that used to play with in the attic over behind the loop. I was immediately covered with goosebumps. My brain flowed back. I interject incredible lies at first, unsure of how my brother could be Carl, or my creepy imagination story we talked, was that we have never talked to each other about the redhead boy before. Neither of us ever knew that the other one had seen it, which left me feeling shaken. My brother actually claimed to have played the redhead boy, and no, the creepy kid never talked. That's creepy. Ghost children are creepy. First of all, addicts creep me out. I don't know what's in there. I don't like this story.